YouTube. It's a sunny afternoon this time instead of the middle of the night. And I'm going to make my dirty hippie soap, which is perfect for a sunny afternoon. I call it the dirty hippie because I scent it with patchouli oil and I color it with turmeric. These two particular ingredients are both skin healers, and I make no claims of my soap, but I've had people come back and tell me that their psoriasis and their eczema is no longer, showing up like it used to. So I'm gonna continue to make it. I have a hard time keeping this one on the shelf, even though I'm only making a small batch, and I make small batches for mainly essential oils these days, just because essential oils just don't last as long as fragrance does. Fragrance, or essential oil. INCI is Pogo Stemmen Cablin oil, and don't you forget it. Turmeric, don't ask me what that is. I have it somewhere. I have it written down. I have it on my labels anyways. Let's see here. We have the lye water in. I have just to blend it, and I do blend this one fairly thick because I don't do anything with it. It's boring. But it doesn't matter, because this soap isn't about swirls. This one's all about skin and all about loving it. Turmeric in there. Remember where I put my measuring spoons this time. A giant bag. Big giant bag. That's because we eat it too. It goes in so many of my soups and stews. And those. I also use it for toothpaste. I gave up toothpaste almost this summer will be 3 years that I gave up toothpaste. And this is because I suffered gingivitis my whole life. Brush my teeth all the time. I could not get rid of it. I brush my teeth with peroxide and all kinds of stuff. Look at that orange. Can you see that in the sunshine? Can you see it? Oh my gosh. The bummer is that when it's done, I don't even have a bar to show you. It's gonna be more of its natural. No, I can't even say that. It's more like a brownie gold. It loses its wonderful orangeness. Let's get some scent in there. I'll just leave that like that. Don't touch it. Oh, it's so good, this patchouli. It's wonderful. And my recipe for this loaf in fragrance is just 1.75 ounces. So gold. Oh yeah. So sexy. Yeah, this one is definitely a favorite. I use here. This is just not working. I use paper cigar band labels, and then I just use the Avery ovals on the front, and then just a square 2x2 on the back. And but the paper that I use, the reason why I bring that up is because the paper that I use for this soap is always like rainbow something, like it's multicolored dots or multicolored stars or rainbow dots all over, or it's so thick I don't want to lose any of it. It's so beautiful. Alright. Get that out of there. Yeah, I want it to be fairly thick. Not so thick and gloppy I can't get it in there. At least thick and gloppy that it's well on its way. Then when I'm done this, I have to set things up to make some more Apple Blossom Taffy, which I'm not going to bother to tape because you guys saw me how to do. You saw me do that. I'm also going to make some dish soap. Because yes, I make dish soap for, well, I do it for myself. I don't sell it yet. Not exactly sure how to sell this soap. It's not a cosmetic. Can you see it? Can you see? I'm trying to get it so I can show you how wonderful it is as it's stirring around here. It's fairly thick. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Simple. It's going away into nothing. And here leave the cap off. Alright. Oh, I just wish it stayed this orange. But it won't. Brownie gold it will be. Such a favorite. And couple the patchouli and the turmeric with the olive oil from the Bastile recipe here, and it's just incredibly skinlicious. Look at it all of it. As my grandmother always said, waste not, want not. So much in there yet. Alright. About as clean as I was going to get that without licking it. And it's still fairly thick. Or fairly thin, I mean. It is definitely. But we are talking about my Bastile recipe. It's definitely not a fast mover. Yeah, this one I don't even put glitter on. It's just a boring soul. The business is so beautiful in its own way. It doesn't require all that stuff, really. It just doesn't. Oh, I still have coconut oil on the side of the pan that didn't melt in. There's enough there to really make a difference to my numbers. And again, every drop oh, that's it. Here's my mess. Now this the soap does appear to just fit into this mold, and it does. But I will come back later and, you know, give it a bit of an angle. And I do have to give it a smack down because I can see bubbles arising already. Keep playing with it. Now that's a beautiful soap. Here, move it over into the sunshine here. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, so here it is, and I will let her sit overnight. She won't have to sit longer than that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to tape the spoon topping of it, but you know, like this. And then it'll be voila. But we'll see. I'm saying that because I have a lot to set up for yet, and I may not be able to able to switch on the camera and all that for all that. But anyways, we'll see you in the AM. Okay, we're here again for cutting time. Let's see here. I'm going to cut the patchouli or the dirty hippie. Now, I do want to clarify that just because it's a dirty hippie does not mean that I have anything against the hippies. I'm a hippie. I love the hippies, but it's colored with turmeric, which is why I call it dirty hippie. It's a hippie because it's patchouli, and it's dirty because it's colored with turmeric. But that's it. Now, this is a bonus cutting. Bonus. Okay, so I had to make a batch of Apple Blossom Taffy, and I had to make a batch of Dirty Hippie. But considering I haven't gotten my lazy ass out to get the olive oil, and there's no more time this week, can't go to the market for the rest of the week, so I might be able to go Friday, I should say. But anyway, because of that, I can only make a little batch of each. So I thought I would give you a bonus and cut this. Now, you watched me make the Apple Blossom Taffy before, and I just did it in a regular drop swirl. This time though, because I had a little bit of time last night, I thought that I would do it in the instead of a regular drop swirl, to do it in Dandi Creation's Dandi drop swirl, which is a drop swirl plus. so it's going to be really nice. But anyways, let's get started. So this bar, because it is so plain, not to say that you're plain, honey, because you're not. You're beautiful in your own way. Because of that, I do use my uber wavy, the uber wavy, versus my dirty lesser wavy. Okay, I'm not using that one today. I think I'm going to use the straight cut on this one just because it's going to look so wild. So anyways, because this is a non-exciting looking bar, I do use a wavier cutter on it to make it a little more exciting. And get it off there. Look how dark it is in the middle still. As you can see, fully gelled. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't wrap it, or I just tend to let the soap do as it will, even if it's, you know, minus 40 degrees. My molds are, for the most part, they are really solid. So because of that, I haven't, no, just let it do its own thing. And even in instances like this where it does leave a circle, by the time it's done curing, that is usually gone. Let me load these where you can see them. You can see that? See it there? So you want to see them lined up. Now this loaf here, I should get 10. And this loaf here, I should get 9. The silicone mold is just slightly bigger. Beautiful. And of course, last week at the market, I only had 2 bars of this left. I was waiting to do a shipment. You know, like there's no point in ordering just 1 or 2 things. Sometimes you just gotta work it out, you know? So anyways, my patchouli was on this last order. I knew it was going to be. And I should have done a giant batch of this. But this just means I'm going to have to make it again next week. Aw, isn't it a shame? Please shame. I have to make soap again. I have to be careful with this particular cutter because if I'm not careful, got me to cut the bars really thin, and I like to have, you know, like to have a nice. All bars say estimated at 125 grams, but those are usually like the skinny ones. If there's any kind of embed or stuff on the top or anything like that, that definitely does increase the weight of the soap. And as long as you're getting at least the 125, you're getting at least 125 grams. At least what you're looking for. Looks like I got a little piece. Oh my gosh, do I have a little bit of dirty hippie from my own bathroom? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Sometimes I cut the bars too fat and then it doesn't leave that little bit. This time I did it perfectly. Oh, it's like a little sliver for my own tub. No, it usually ends up being samples. Okay, so there's the first one. Let me wipe it out because we don't want our Apple Blossom Taffy smelling like the dirty hippie. No offense, dirty hippie. It smells fantastic. There's the patchouli dark essential oil that I use as well. It does seem to be cheaper, but my soap supplier doesn't even offer the light honeybees. Just a bit. My local supplier, I should say. The one that I go to, the one that I can actually take a city bus to. It's pretty awesome. Because I don't drive. Okay, so we have our first batch. Now, this one here is sitting on a paper towel because I had to give it a bath. Well, not really, but I had to, the paper stuck all over. And being a fancy top, I was not happy about that. Let's see here. So I can move this so that it's okay. Now in the making of this one, and I'm sorry that I didn't show it to you considering I did it differently. I cut the curls, but I cut a whole bunch, you know, like I take a bar of my Bare Naked soap and I didn't count them. So here I am doing the like putting the curls in the top, and I realized afterwards when it was already too late that there's 10 of them and there should only be 9 of them, which means again that I don't have a curl on each. Mind you, they all get little bits, you know, they all get some, but put my hair in the way. I always have it tied up in the top of my head nowadays. Soon I will have it cut. This knife always makes it harder. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, she's beautiful. Beautiful. Here so you can see the both of them. Yeah, so this one is not going to have an individual curl on each one. I need to get like a bigger knife. I need a lot of things actually, but I'm always happy to make do with whatever I've got, because that's just my way. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. I love it. I really, really, really love it. So much more, like, just so much more than the regular drop swirl. Oops. And of course I've got the little confetti curls all over the top, and I'm getting them everywhere. Everywhere. When I'm wrapping them, I usually do one way, do one the other way, and that way when I have them lined up on the shelf, then alternated. Oh. Be careful because I'm gonna cut these a little thick if I'm not careful. Boom, boom, boom. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, this one here, the scent definitely is my all-time favorite at the market. This one usually sells out every single week. Even when I take extra. Excuse me. Now usually when I go to the market, because I take I've got a shelf unit, and the shelf unit takes, oh yeah, I'm one of those girls that has like a million flavors. So I have, the shelf unit holds 6 on a shelf, and there's 4 shelves. The top shelf shares with my sign, so there's only 3 on the top, but the rest of the shelves all get breaking on the bottom corners here for the edges. And that's not. It's a piece of a curl. Nice. Nice. And this one perfectly in half. Wonderful. And there we have it, everybody. the bonus cut of Apple Blossom Taffy done in the Dandi Drop Swirl. Isn't she gorgeous? Isn't she wonderful? She says, I like to vacation where it's sunny. And I like to wear high heels and prance around in the sunlight. That's what this soap says. And this one says, hi. My name is Hippy, and I'm kind of laid back and like to hang out and be mellow. This one says, I like to shop and be wild. My soaps don't say anything like that. They don't talk. I know this. I really do. Alright, give me a minute. I'll take you down and I'll show you I'll show you the soaps. Alright, here they are. Dirty Hippy. Now, as I said when I was making this is going to fade the orange, sadly. It's going to fade into like a goldy brown color. Not quite the color of turmeric, but I love that soap. I really, really do. But this soap. Now, what a beautiful soap! Oh, and Diana, look at that drop swirl. It is gorgeous. I just love it. A little fishy in the background there. So this soap says, hi, I am rugged, deep quality. And this one says, hi, I'm high society, fashionista. Alright, well, here we go. I'm gonna cut it off now, I guess. There's my two beauties. Let's step back far enough for you to see them. We've got Dirty Hippy on the left, and we have Apple Blossom Taffy on the right. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Bye.